One whole day of day trading and scalping the markets. This is a challenge I set for myself for today because I noticed that I slowly throughout the years transformed actually from a more short-term trader to a more long-term investor and trader. So I thought to myself, do I still have what it takes to be successful when trading the lower time frames? I canceled all of my appointments for today so I can solely concentrate on those beautiful lower time frames out there to trade them. I'm going to trade the crypto markets, more specifically a crypto coin called POPCAT US dollar Tether. Why this one? Because it has a really great volatility, a lot of ups and downs. And this is something, of course, we want as day traders and scalpers. I'm going to use the VX crypto exchange here for some margin trading, not going to use super much leverage. You see, I have an account here currently that sits around 9,950 US dollars. Tonight, then we'll see how much that turned into, or maybe even I'm going to lose some money. For Forex, I'm going to trade this prop trading account here from a prop trading company called the Fivers. Currently, this account is sitting at 100,288 US dollars. Also here, I'm going to concentrate on Euro US dollar. Why? Because it has the most liquidity. What's in for you? Well, I'm of course going to walk you through each individual trade setup as I'm trying a fairly new day trading strategy that I conceptualized, that I tested with demo accounts, that I back tested a lot. I see it works well, but just because a strategy works in backtest doesn't necessarily mean it also works under real life trading environments. So we're going to see here if this is the case or if we need to go back to the drawing board and modify the strategy. I already entered the first two trades, actually one short trade here in POPCAT US dollar Tether and one long trade on Euro dollar. Once I close these trades, I'm going to be back here with you and walk you through the setups. All right, so the first trade is already closed. We had a small profit here on Euro US dollar, profit of $33.50. Ended the market here at 107.28 and exited the market at 107.355. So what did I trade here actually? What does the setup look like that I traded here? So the setup I was trading here was the following. I have a trading system that I conceptualize which kind of shows me like when is the market a little bit overheating either to the upside or downside, meaning when will it eventually return to its normal phase, so to say. What is the normal phase in this case? This normal phase is defined by this 200 minutes EMA. I then added also my so-called RSI hooks indicator, which I have been using for decades already. I recorded a video also in the past how to use this indicator and how to set it up. I'll leave a link here on the top for you if you want to look that up. So the trading system now consists of a couple of steps. It's not completely mechanical, I have to say. So there's an element also that you need to identify what trend phase we are currently in. What I'm doing here is I'm looking for long signals for phases where the market seems to be overbought. And these phases are characterized by the so-called fear zone indicator, which you can also find for free on TradingView. Link for that also, of course, in the description of this video. When this one shows that the market is reacting a little bit too much to the downside, plus we have a setup here down that my RSI hooks indicator is trading below 70, sometimes even better when the market is very volatile and you want to look for the very good signals here down at 20, which is what I just did. So I entered a trade down here, a long trade, in the anticipation that the price eventually will return to this 200 minutes, in this case, exponential moving average, which is the thick blue line. And this is exactly what happened. So we were able to bank a first small profit from this trade. I traded 0.5 lots on this one of $33.50. All right, update also on our second trade here in POPCAT US dollars. You can see here on the left of my screen, I did 2 order entries. So the first one I did around this here. Then I added to the order, which is something I like to do to slowly scale into the markets. When we saw another top round about here, this is how the order looks at the moment. I'm going to market close this because very often what you'll see is that the price eventually will bounce again in an uptrend here, either on the green exponential moving average, which is the 21 minutes one, or this red one. You can see market stopped here now, so we're going to quickly market close this order. Here we go. And that means we made a nice profit here of $30.85. So 2 trades in already. We only traded actually here for around 10 minutes, and we are already up around about together 65 US dollars. So let's wait for the next entries now, and then I'm going to walk you through this again. See you in a minute. All right, the day has been so far rather uneventful. So we saw, you can see that here in euro dollar so far a little bit of a sideways range. This was the trade here from this morning. I skipped this trading setup, also skipped this trading setup, because of course the price needs to move away a little bit further in order for us to, rake in a couple of more pips. So this is euro dollar. But what I saw just now is this overbought situation right here. And I actually decided to trade it. Let me show it to you here directly in the MetaTrader. So you can see here, up here is where I entered the trade. And initially I planned to hold it all the way down here to the moving average. However, as the market here around these moving averages, the 21 and the 50 EMAs showed a sign of stalling out, I decided to close it down here, which leaves us with a small win. Let me just move this a little bit to the side here, of $25 for the second trade. So our Forex earnings at the moment for today, based on the system, at 58 US dollars and 50 cents. See you with the next trade. All right, so this time we did a short trade in POPCAT US dollar. So what I did here is, if you see that structure here on the left is POPCAT, where the market started showing signs of being too heated up to the upside. I started market selling POPCAT worth 1,000 US dollars per position, and I did it all the way until up here. This is, by the way, what I like to do sometimes to scale into a trade, and you'll notice we have like 10K on this account, over 10K now because of the trades we did today. I only trade with $1,000 at a time. Potentially the biggest size is going to be 10,000 US dollars if I need to scale in with all of my capital. I don't use any leverage because I kind of want to show you that in order to earn money with trading, you actually do not need to use leverage so much, because it can be quite a dangerous tool. So the plan for this trade was, after returning here again to the 200 days moving average to close the trade, I got a little bit of cold feet because of this structure here. So I closed it a bit prematurely. Still a little bit of a profit here, which puts us up for this crypto account plus $40 net for today, plus the $50, $58 we have here from the Forex trades today. So we are nearly up 100 US dollars for today already. So pretty good and promising start, in my opinion, into the day. Fast forward a little bit, you see it by my change close. It's now not a Wednesday anymore, it's already Thursday. I had to end my test after half a day yesterday, my scalping test, because there were some other business ventures that drew my attention away from the charts. And if there's one thing about scalping and day trading the markets, of course, you constantly have to be in front of your screen. You cannot afford to really look away for half hour, leave positions open, and then come back and hope for the best. Nevertheless, we made 100 US dollars in what was around about half a day of trading. And I want to highlight here again, why didn't I utilize leverage? You saw here on weeks per position, I only utilized about 1,000 TIFA US dollar per position. First of all, because I scaled into the markets with, I don't remember, our second or third trade. We built a position up to 4,000 US dollar TIFA. Of course, you could do this with leverage also. So if we would have traded, for example, with 1 to 10 leverage, so one position would be 10,000 instead of 1,000 US dollars, we also would have made 10 times the profit. So that would have meant the 100 US dollars would have been scaled to 1,000 US dollars, which of course then is already a pretty, very, very decent profit to make in a day of trading. Multiply this times, let's say 20 days a month you are trading, when you have an income of 20,000 US dollars. However, this is still a fresh and new system that I'm trying out. So going forward, the more trust I gain into the system, the more I will, of course, also use leverage. If you are interested in following how this system develops and how much money by the end of the day I really can earn per month with it, leave me a like, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly also join my free Telegram channel where I update almost daily on things that are going on the markets, where I share trade ideas, where we also have our grid trading community with upgraded grid trading strategies every day. As we move forward, of course, I'm going to update this and incorporate signals from this trading systems more and more into that group. I want to highlight here also again the importance of choosing a good cryptocurrency exchange to execute your trades. As low delay as possible when between the click of your mouse button and the execution of your trade. For me, this is here the VX exchange. It's not only a non-KYC exchange, meaning you can use it from anywhere in the world, no matter where you live. I think that's an important aspect really of cryptocurrency trading. Plus, the trade execution really is excellent, and the more you trade, of course, the lower your fees will get, meaning the more money is going to be left in your pockets. For Forex trading, I'm using, for this strategy at least, a trial account from the Fivers, which is a prop trading company. And if you pass their trials with your trading strategy, they will actually fund you, and you can keep up to 100% of the profits you make from trading for them. That's it for today. See you on the Telegram group. See you in the next video. See you on our next live trading session. Take care and bye-bye.